The Aaron and Austin Show is brought to you by Wichita by EB, Kirby's Beer Store, Party Rockerz ICT, and Sacred Leaf.
Oh yes,
episode 58.
I'm not really counting anymore.
I'm counting because
okay,
fuck off.
But you see, you say episode 58. I say season 2, episode 6.
So we're episode 206.
Yeah,
or episode 69.
Nice.
But we all know one thing, that it's motherfucking Austin Groom's birthday, and we got a couple cupcakes for him.
Cheers to that.
Happy birthday!
Oh my god. You guys are too sweet.
That's at least we could do. Thanks for coming on for your birthday.
Hey.
We're going to lead off this show with saying happy birthday to Austin Groom.
But we're not going to sing it because
we're not, because this is copyrighted.
No, it's not.
Not anymore.
That's got to be public domain.
No, it is public domain.
That's got to be.
That's why there was that happy birthday song that like Stevie Wonder or somebody did that had to do it in a different cadence because it was copyrighted.
Oh, dude. Okay, so check this out. Speaking of copyright bullshit, dumb stuff.
Give us some.
We got shut down. What, last episode or the episode before that? Both of them. Dang. For a thing that John wrote. His name is in the name of the song.
Featuring Jonathan Bogus.
Yeah.
And
they took down our episode because of that copyright.
So this is the last show we're doing with John Vogt. He's out, apparently.
Yeah, we have to fire him. We have to fire him. So
good luck out there.
Sucks, man.
Thank you, John. Everybody that's been complaining about John in the background.
We need a less creative video guy, apparently. That can do less. I mean,
that doesn't have any songs out in the ether, apparently,
man,
or something.
Maybe so.
Well, I mean, we actually we ran into this issue on Hector's episode.
That's true.
He played a song at the end of the episode that was his original thing, and they flagged it for us playing Hector's music, and it's like,
but it's him playing.
But it's him playing it.
Yeah. So exactly.
See, I think this is the big issue with YouTube nowadays is they've gone so.
Well, I think they trained their algorithm just to hear a song played that wasn't his. I don't think they recognized that it was Hector that was the one that was actually playing it. Right. So then they get it flagged, and that's how. I mean, and that's just kind of how it goes, I guess.
Right. It's like if you say the C word nowadays on YouTube.
You can't say the C word.
Yeah, the virus.
Oh, we can't.
They'll flag
it.
You can't say
people
Mike Hunt. You can't say paging Mike Hunt.
Oh, no, you can definitely say that.
You can say that anytime you want.
Oh, okay. So what C word are we talking about?
The virus.
The virus one.
Oh, okay.
So why people say stuff like
forever.
Coof and dumb shit like that.
19, the 19 thing.
The 19 thing.
I don't even know anything
it's
about
done
it.
Forever.
All right. Well, let's pay some bills real quick. Quick shout out to Wichita by EB. Sacred Leaf. Give them a rundown. Give Sacred Leaf a rundown.
So Sacred Leaf was our first CBD shop here in town. They own all their own fields. They do a lot of their own processing. Really good people.
Get with them.
Yeah.
They've been of nothing but kind to the Aaron and Austin show.
Very knowledgeable about CBDs and how they can help you as medicine. I mean, really.
Yeah. I think they're top notch as far as if you're looking for that avenue of Delta 8 and CBD and anything related to that. That's a great place to go.
It's really weird. Actually, you go to other stores, the CBD selection is less because everybody wants the Delta 8, the Delta 9, the whatever. Right. There's a million of
anything
them
that we can get that they can't arrest me for.
Yeah. Whatever's right up to the line of legal
so fucking
THC,
retarded.
that's what everybody wants.
It's like but anyway.
Well, no, they've definitely helped me out before.
Yeah, so Sacred Leaf, a great show sponsor, so get with them.
Go tell Nikki we sent you.
Yeah, Party Rockerz ICT as well. Always get with them. Get with Kayla. She's a great show sponsor.
They rock a party.
Yo, I think they're up to 7.
They rock the party of the whole city.
I think they're up to 7.
Who rocks the party?
It's like close to 70 fucking characters I think they got now. I think
that's more characters.
Are you serious?
That's real. I said 60 million last week. I overshot it because I was excited.
By a little bit.
I was a little excited. But I think it is close to 63 to 70 characters, somewhere in that range. They've got quite a few. They got mascots, they got inflatables, they got a little bit of everything. So, and look out for the Party Rockerz ICT podcast. We're gonna have her on, and we're gonna wear a bunch of fucking suits that day, probably.
Nothing's gonna fit me, man.
All right, and our last but not least, Kirby's. Shout out to Kirby's. I actually was at Kirby's with these guys for an absolutely fucking fabulous show last Friday. We had Absolute Sway, followed by For the Birds, and then followed by Waze Oblique. It was an absolute great time here in Wichita. So shout out to Kirby's, and let's roll to the graphic real quick. Let's roll this bitch out.
Graphics.
Through your watershed disease, you
Here we are back at the All Keyboardist Hour. We are changing the name.
Shit.
We are changing the name of this goddamn show to Southpaw Keyboardists Forever.
Oh yes, the only thing better than the left hand of a keyboardist is a bass player.
Oh,
That's
the only thing.
It's actually
I'm with you
true.
now. I'm with you now.
Well, shit. Come on. That could have.
No offense to myself, but
Yeah,
I mean, come on. I mean,
let's be real.
We're definitely just going to have keyboardists on every week as we
Yep.
as we add to the Southpaw Keyboardists Unite fan club. We're going to have a new shirts coming out soon. We got a new podcast coming out that Aaron is actually part of, whether he likes it or not.
Is it called Left Hand is the Man?
Yes, it's called We Don't Need a Bassist. We have keyboardists in this band.
yep.
Yes.
But
It's called The Stranger.
What we actually need is
I applaud
please
that one.
accompany our keyboardist with your bass. Don't you? He loves doing that.
Yeah, I love it.
Just walk all over each other.
So good.
Just walk all over each other.
But slightly out of time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
So I think
Yeah.
this
Of
is
course.
I think this is 3 weeks in a row that we've had a keyboardist on at least.
I think you
good.
planned it, you motherfucker.
A little
I
bit.
think you like.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think
100%.
I think that you go. Do
With
you
the-
play
I-
keyboards? Okay, I want you on this stretch.
You can take
of
the thing.
Yeah.
You can take the. I think you. I totally planned.
Yeah, I know. I got that vibe off of you.
I totally
Yeah.
planned this. So I was at Kirby's on Friday, and I was like, why don't you make sure bring Sam, bring the keyboard.
Oh, of course,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
Because we had to have this
Rub it
debate.
in.
Yeah, I mean, because
But,
it's
you know-
because I look for these moments, right?
Hey, but I will tell you that you are one of the keyboard players I like that
He did
doesn't
tell
do
me
the
that.
thing I'm
Yeah.
He
talking
will-
about.
I will
He's
co-sign
told me
that
this
statement.
before, and I
Yeah.
do appreciate it because I do know your.
You know the plight.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
This is
and
why I
and
have him in
again,
my band.
It's real. It's
Yeah.
real. Yeah. As a bass player, you
Yeah.
fucking know too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
well,
yeah.
and I started on bass also, so that
So you're
was-
already you approach the instrument
yes.
with this in mind.
I'm looking at it from a bass player's perspective.
So are you a better
Fucking
keyboardist or bassist?
Yes.
Can
I
you do
don't
both
know.
at the same time? Your left hand just
Ooh.
hammer on over here.
I mean, I haven't
What about
tried.
that?
Jeez, that
I
sounds
haven't
like a porno
tried, but
a
I
little bit.
I could attempt that.
Guess
yeah.
what we're doing at our next show?
That would be
Yeah.
pretty sick.
That would be
really.
pretty sick, honestly.
Or you just fret it for Austin to hit
oh, yeah.
while he's playing a
Wow.
djembe over
Oh,
here.
It's like
Yes.
we're all kind of like encircled around.
I feel like you
inside
like
it.
keyboards a little more
Yeah.
than you're leading on because this is a nice.
no, I never had a problem with
Aaron's
keyboards.
turning a page
My
here.
problem
Yeah,
is keyboard
it is.
players. I never had a problem with the instrument.
Again, he's
The
sitting
instrument's
right
cool.
here. You're doing
Yeah.
it again.
The instrument's cool.
No,
How
it-
you hit it is gonna really
it's
tell me
keyboard
what's up.
players
everything.
stomping all over bass players
Yeah.
is his problem.
Well, the
And I
problem is
understand
the
that.
problem is if we have the keyboard, why is the bassist in the band?
All right, Austin, you're fucking
Whoa.
fired.
Wow.
Last episode, everybody,
Man.
tune in.
I told you it's the
Hey,
all keyboards
it was-
hour.
it
I'm
was
going to
a
need a
good
new
run.
host. I'm
It
going
was
to
a
need a
good one,
co-host.
man. We had 2 seasons and 6 episodes.
And then it
That's
all
a good- cheers to that, guys.
three episodes of keyboardists in a row was too much.
Yep.
It was.
It's always gonna be too much.
I
Yeah.
reached the threshold. I reached the
always
threshold
gonna be.
here.
Like
Let-
any
well,
trilogy, it needs
yeah.
to stop.
Yeah, we're right. I don't know. Can we ride this out like Fast and the Furious? We do 10 of these bitches where we just keep.
no.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, 10 keyboardists
Someone's
in a row.
gonna have to die. That's what's gonna have to happen. It's
Yeah.
like, that's
Yeah.
what happened there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the next keyboardist that comes on's in trouble.
Oh,
Poor
God, thank
that
God it
sucker.
wasn't me.
Yeah, it's got to
Yeah.
space it out for like a few weeks.
Well, no, you did a good job with Sam because he understands what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah,
but you get one of those motherfuckers up here.
Here it is. Here it is.
yeah.
I know this one.
Yep,
This is what I'm
yep,
waiting
yep.
for every week.
Roll it out. Roll the whole thing out. Go.
Yeah. Explain
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
deal again. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, we
Yep.
might have new listeners this week,
Yeah. Okay.
and
So-
it makes me laugh.
So my thing is, and this is for guitar, this is for piano, but anybody, you approach that instrument by yourself and you start writing songs by yourself and you self-accompany yourself.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. When you self-accompany yourself, it's because you don't have a band. You're solo. You know, so for a keyboard player, it makes total sense. Here's my bass
Well, can I
line.
ask a quick
Here's
question?
my
in the middle of
melody.
this? Can I ask a quick
No.
question as a dumb
No.
non-musician?
And,
don't you learn all instruments by yourself?
Yeah. But some of them aren't presentable. Me as a bass player, I don't go out and try to like
Yeah.
play open mics with my bass and sing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's true. Okay.
Okay. And now I could if I had tracks backing me up, but that's my accompaniment.
Yeah.
You feel me?
All right.
Now, as a guitar player or as a keyboard player, you self-accompany. You learn to do that.
Yeah.
Guitar players can play bass
Like a little-
notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
A little walking
and-
bass line in there. Like
And
playing chords.
melodies.
Yeah.
You know, like those fingerstyle guys are really good at it.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
What,
But
explain that. What do you mean? What do you mean by fingerstyle guy?
I mean, like bluegrass, for
Yeah.
example.
When they're finger picking, when
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you.
Shout out to
more
Pretend
than
Friends.
words, okay? Like extreme, more than words.
Yeah.
Song everybody
Yeah.
knows. You know?
Broke the band.
That was a song that killed that
Yeah,
band
for sure.
But like, so he's playing a bass line while he's playing the melody.
Yeah,
So that's pretty cool.
Right? Yeah, it's really cool until
Unless
you
you-
put the band there.
yeah.
You know, and when you put the band in there, you find out that guitar player really just wrote the bass line.
Yeah.
But you need somebody to play it though, even if you write it, right?
Right, but
Yeah,
if the
but
bass
the
player,
bass player is going to do
Player's
that.
playing it along with the guitar player who's already playing the line. It's like,
I'm going to go get a
So
drink.
you're like,
Yeah.
where's the keyboardist? That's what you're like.
yeah, sure. At some point, someone's got to drop out of that. You know,
Sorry. Well,
someone's got to drop out.
or
you know,
or
make the
or
sonic
you're
groove.
starting to play the same thing.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
that's kind of
How do you make that work
Oh, well,
if you're
he's
right?
stubborn, isn't it?
If someone so you join someone's band, you guys are in multiple bands. Like, how do you make that work if you have like that accompaniment that's always? Do you have to find a middle, or does it not always work?
No. You say, hey, Austin,
I tell him to
why don't
shut
you
up.
take that part?
Tell him get off my
Yeah.
back. That's
Austin,
my Kool-Aid.
Why don't you take that part?
Yeah.
Why don't you take the melody of what I'm playing, and then I'll just come up with something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's definitely the way Sway works. You know,
Oh, yeah,
we're
for sure.
very sonically different in our tonality of our instruments. So
Yeah.
we never trump on each other with that a lot.
I would like a snip of the tequila.
Attaboy.
Yeah,
Attaboy.
it's Austin's birthday.
Yeah. There we go.
That's Austin's birthday.
Doing-
Shit, what are we doing here?
All right.
But sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead,
Please
please.
interrupt me more.
No.
Actually, interrupt me.
It's kind of
less.
the
What are you
theme-
doing over there?
That's kind of what he's going to do anyway.
I mean,
You don't have to tell him.
You don't have to give me the green light, bro. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Tone me down, if anything. But cheers.
Cheers.
But
All
yes,
the way.
well, you as a guitarist and a bassist, like that's
I don't call myself a guitarist.
You're a pretty good guitar player, man.
you
I don't
play
call myself
guitarist in
guitarist.
absolute sway. You
I
play-
do, but I don't call myself a guitarist.
Why not? Well, explain that to me.
Because it's just really, I don't think like a guitarist.
You think like a bass
Like,
player,
I
which is
think like a
better.
bass player.
Which is better.
Yeah.
Which is better?
It's way better.
And I
It
think
is?
I'm almost accompanying Sam and Donnie when they do things less
So,
than what I'm.
I feel like if
actually
everybody
playing
feels like they're
guitar.
accompanying, you're in the right band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like that's sort of the nice thing about playing with them in this band is the fact that it's more about filling in the spaces between each other's playing
Yeah.
and making it lock in and groove and stuff.
But
Is
leave,
that when you got
leave
some
some
focus?
space. Leave some space.
Yeah,
Man,
for sure.
That has to
Yeah.
happen.
You let it breathe and,
Yeah.
but yeah.
A very smart man once told me, he's like, play the spaces.
yeah.
They're never out of tune.
True.
You know what I mean?
Very true.
Who told
Like,
you that? Was it Jesus?
Yeah, I think it was Jesus.
Yeah,
You've met a
Jesus,
lot of
yeah.
people. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, one of my favorite Victor Wooten sayings is the groove are the notes you don't play.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another way to say the same thing, isn't it?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
I'm not. I can't. I hear music good enough for that. You guys have a gift different from all of us in the. Believe it or
Well,
not,
we're also doing it.
well,
like, that's
believe it
the
or
thing.
not,
When
all the
you're- when
people
you're
in
there
the
playing it,
all the
it's
people.
different.
We do it a lot.
I will
All
say.
the
I will
time.
speak for
All
the
the
people in the
time.
crowd. I will speak for all the people in the crowd. Is the notes you don't play, we don't hear or see or know anything about.
But you feel it.
no, we
Feel
don't.
it.
No, you definitely feel it.
Well, I would say yes. You
definitely feel it.
because you guys always make us feel something. Because we
Yeah.
even the dumbest fan can get down with any kind of music. Like anybody,
For sure.
can, anybody for the most part
Right.
can find something that they love in any music. But I will say, yeah. But we don't like as technically as you guys see music. Like nobody in the fucking stands knows that.
Right. You're not
Yeah.
analyzing it the way a musician would.
Not even close,
Yeah.
guys. Not
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
You might recognize high quality versus low, though.
True.
Yeah.
True that.
To an
God, I'm so
extent.
glad it's his last show.
Man, they're really throwing you under the bus here, dude.
Well, I wrote this joke for tonight.
We took his mic away. Good job. We took his mic away. You see how effective that is.
Yeah, it
You know
doesn't
what I
work.
mean? Motherfucker just-
Now when he talks, I gotta like point this mother.
Yeah.
They took your mic away the show?
Yeah, every show
We
we.
have 4 inputs until we get the studio.
Well, okay. As I have
Yeah.
also tried
The
to.
studio's coming, John. Don't worry about it. It'll be here soon.
So
Wink,
as,
wink, wink,
so,
wink.
as two dilemmas that I've been doing as scheduling, I'm trying to get every keyboardist I can find. Also,
course.
I'm trying to make sure we have 2 guests so John doesn't have a mic.
Oh, wow.
So it's a lot to. It's
It's a lot on this
It's
guy,
a lot.
man.
It's a lot.
You know what? He has
for
to
a
fuck
lot.
with everyone on the team.
Now I feel like I should come back and do like a straight up aliens talk show
Well, let's
Yeah.
go.
and
Oh.
definitely give you a microphone on that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave it right here.
Oh, Jesus, here we go
Show it
again.
on,
Yes. Yes.
Nah, we don't need to see it enough.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't get no. Well, I mean, we gotta give him a little sugar. He has done everything for us, and we appreciate him. So
Yeah.
make sure that you fucking don't fuck the cameras up, Don.
Yeah. Don't sandbag us now, motherfucker.
God damn it! Come on. Maybe Austin will give you the other cupcake if you don't say.
Yeah. I will give you the cupcake. I will.
Because it's a
No,
birthday.
I will say I've been watching the show since maybe episode 3. I've gone back and watched the other, but I'd say the quality has increased. Everything about the show's increased. I enjoy the show a lot. And I also want to thank both of you for the amazing work you both put into Wichita and bringing the scene around.
Indeed.
I love you, man.
Getting more
That's
people
that's enough for us, guys.
involved with this.
Honestly,
Like,
that's
this
enough
is-
for us. That's why we started this.
Yeah. I've learned about new people through this show. And it's allowed
Me
me to
too.
go out.
That's what I'm hoping to
and-
do.
yeah,
me,
you know?
me,
And-
motherfucking too.
Yeah, so it's allowed me to explore more musical varieties and even, comedians and things like that and go out and see more different things.
I love it very much when there's a guest I don't know.
I try to give you one of
Yeah.
those every
Yeah,
other,
yeah.
at least once a month or so. I try to throw one in.
I know most of them. You know,
Well,
what
it's
I mean?
hard to
I know
find
most
people that
guys.
Aaron Underwood doesn't fucking know, guys.
This is true. This guy knows everybody.
But
See?
when we do have those guests, man,
Sorry,
it's
John.
really cool.
It's a running punch.
Yeah.
When we do have those guests, it's really cool because I'm like, we're expanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing shit.
Look at us
yeah.
reaching out.
Well, I tell
I
you,
love it.
we have a demographic, and we love you all. But I tell you what, there is a ton of shows that you should go back and check out. We're gonna try to put a clip show together of like some of the greatest hits at some point, and release that as well. But I tell you, there's a ton of brilliant fucking content that are outside of me and Aaron that we said our guests and same as you guys. Thanks for doing this. We really appreciate all the guests that really come on the show. Without you guys, we wouldn't have a show. So we really.
that's pretty
I will.
awesome,
I will
right?
turn the compliment back on all of you guys because without you guys, it really isn't a show. I mean, I could sit here and talk every week, but it's more fun to learn about your guys' music, your passions, where you came from, like what inspires you. That really gets me going.
Wichita's never really had a talent problem. We got all the talent in the
Right.
world.
Oh, true this.
We have for a
True
very
this.
long time.
And I think we're getting more
know.
collaborative, and we're starting to bring this all together a little
Yeah.
bit.
There's
I hope
bridges
so.
being
I hope
made.
so.
There's
We
bridges.
need to we need to have promoters that are for everybody. We need to have a talent agency and a marketplace that's for everybody.
Well, there has to be some infrastructure,
Or
Brock.
lawyers.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Did you guys invite
That's,
him?
that's
Do we
why we
actually need more lawyers?
That's
Let's
why we
think
don't
about
give
this
him a
one.
mic, guys. That's what I'm fucking saying here. But infrastructure for real though. Like,
Yeah.
we have no management. We have no real booking agents. We have no
And nobody that you can
entertainment
trust.
lawyers. To
Nobody
be
that you can
honest
trust.
with you.
True this.
Oh fuck! Here we go. Yeah, but yeah, and that's not going
I'll
to come
put a muzzle on.
around.
Do you bring this dog? I'll put a muzzle on your dog.
I didn't.
That infrastructure.
Actually, I brought one with me if
Yeah,
you want me
thank
to.
God.
Oh, God.
That infrastructure.
always
You never
has a
know when you
muzzle
need a
on him.
muzzle.
Forget, no,
never
go.
know.
No, Aaron, seriously.
that's-
Aaron, you're on a good vine here. Go.
That infrastructure won't show up until we match it.
For sure.
Until we're providing it what it's looking for, which are bands that are ready to roll.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as long as we're in this like 30 to 50 year cycle that Wichita's been in where like, oh yeah, I'll play your bar for a $10 cover on Saturday, but Friday I'm going to play right down the street for free.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that happens a lot still.
Oh, it still happens
sure.
a lot
Still.
because these bands don't have any way out of town.
Yeah.
And so what they do is they just bounce around in a
love to
vacuum.
play, and a lot
Right.
of it is the bands love to play, so they want to play.
I get it. I understand that, but
Sure.
don't sandbag my scene at the same fucking time.
Right.
Well, what do you tell them? Just to not take that show for free?
Sometimes there is a point where you shouldn't take the show.
I'm saying it's
Take the
still
show.
basic supply and demand. Every business is.
You're right.
Entertainment business is
Yeah,
not
you're 100% right.
not immune to that.
You're 100%
You know
right.
what
I
mean?
agree.
So if I'm out there just playing because my love to play and I work at Spirit, so I make plenty of money. I'm not worried about the money. Yeah, $50 for the whole band for 4 hours, and I bring a PA. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's just do that.
Yeah.
Fuck off, man.
okay, so
But
what?
you know how hard that makes it
So
for
can
an
I ask-
actual scene to develop?
So can I ask a question and ask you to set a line in the sand?
Yeah.
So where do I get to as a band? And I'm asking like collectively as a general question. When I sell out barleycorns or Shamrock or one of these places at $10 a head.
Next step.
Okay, when I can do that, is that when I have to stop taking the free shows and stop doing that and
Yes.
stop doing the other
Yeah.
stuff?
Yes, I would say so.
Absolutely.
So
I would say
we
so.
need the bands.
Absolutely.
So if you can pull a good crowd,
If
And-
you can pull 150 people regularly when you play,
so we need to stop.
That's
when
where-
you have
Yes,
to graduate to stop giving your
Yes.
your shit away for free.
Absolutely.
I would say so.
Absolutely.
Well, I think
I would say
I
so.
think there's a lot of bands and groups that need to hear that. So,
And, yeah,
like because
this is a thing that's not talked about a lot within the music scene. So we all just want to get out there and play.
Of course.
And I totally get it. But at the same time, you have to have kind of this a bit of self-respect and like a bit of a precedence
and a business mentality.
And also I'm going to say
Both
it
great points,
it doesn't always have to be that. If this is my hobby,
yeah,
this is my hobby. I get out like once every 6 months with my guys, and we just go do a show, or I'm playing all my friends' backyard parties.
Right.
yeah.
That's fine. But if I actually want to make a living off of my music, if I'm trying to make a go of it, you know what I mean? Like, those are two different types of people, and one is sandbagging the other.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, you're sandbagging
That's my
your own
problem.
band almost a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And also in Wichita, there's a lot of bars that cross those genres or those types of people together, and it's hard to separate those out.
It's honestly not the bar's fault.
It's not the bar's fault.
The bars aren't interested in changing that scene.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Because they're
They're there to
Well,
make
the bars
money.
are
They're
the
there
bars-
to make money.
The
They're
bar's
already
there
winning,
to
yeah.
get you in the door so
Right.
they can pay the fucking band and then
Right.
make money off the fucking booze.
they get to pay $400 or $500 for a band for a 4-hour night.
Yeah, sure.
And
Yeah.
and sell a bunch of booze. Typically they'll give you the door money. Whatever you
Yeah.
make at the door,
Yeah.
that's yours. It's
That's
fine.
a great business model.
Well,
I don't think they should change
yeah,
it.
it works out. They make money
Right.
on the back end.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Me as an all ages venue, I will tell you, I have no back end. I have
Yeah.
concessions.
Right.
So like a cover charge and some concessions is all I can do to barely break even.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the bar owners aren't interested in changing that scene.
Right.
They are making good money at
Yeah.
like a $400 guarantee. We bring you guys in.
sure.
We're good. You know what I mean? I would like to see more bars have that built-in clientele to where they just kind of trust the bar. They go, okay, this is going to be badass music every time I come in here. Always has been, probably always will be. I'm just going to stop here. I'm going to pay my $5, $10 cover.
I think we
see
have a
what's
few
here.
venues that's
We do. We
Yeah,
have a
for
couple.
sure.
We
For
have a
sure.
couple of venues with
I feel
built-in
like Barleycorns
crowds.
fits that bill.
I think so.
I'd agree.
I think
I'd
so.
agree.
A lot of people. I mean, it's not always the same genre, but I feel like a lot of things that Justin books at Barleycorns is kind of interesting or off tilter or something you haven't seen before.
Justin does a really good job of bringing a variety of things
Yeah,
in.
I would say
and,
that.
And,
I
and
would
he,
say that.
he brings
Most
in
definitely.
top tier talent. He brings in like regional touring
Don't do it.
talent.
Don't do it to us, John.
Yeah, he's great.
Who gave John drinks?
He's just waiting in there.
I've actually been feeding him behind.
Yeah.
And that's
There
why
you go.
Justin's successful there.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of venues that went by that model because you're not always gonna like Barleycorns. Why Barleycorns does that, and it's not because Justin Brown's a fucking genius. It's because there's no goddamn regulars that are going to come to Barleycorns unless there's a fucking venue.
It's
there.
a downtown bar.
It's in the middle of fucking downtown.
Yeah.
So if you're not getting the 3 guys that live above you and half the people across the street, you ain't getting shit. So there's really no reason to have that bar open every fucking night. It's not like he had some fucking epiphany. It's just that model sells
There
itself.
has to be an event there.
I mean, the same thing
Yeah.
Kenny did
Yeah.
with the Elbow Room.
Yeah.
There was no fucking reason to have that bar open unless
Kenny.
there was a venue there.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
Odell Irish learned the hard way with that place that it's the same. That venue is only as good as what you can book it at.
Yep.
Well, and that's not why he left there.
Well, he left there because of a lot of things that had to do with the owners of the place.
Right.
But I would say to anyone, not just Irish or even Kenny or me, if I wanted to try to do that bar is in not a great location, and it's doomed to fail unless you can bring in acts that will bring
It
people
has to
there.
be a destination bar.
You have to
Right.
bring in acts that will bring people there. You have to bring in the weird shit or the neat shit or the anything. Like that's what
And
you're
some
gonna have to
hitters
do.
every once in a while. You got to bring some hitters.
Yeah,
you know.
and
Yep.
like and that works at every bar.
Yeah.
But you really have to do that at a venue that's not an ideal location for anybody in the town to want to go to.
So to throw this to what you guys are doing here with the Monday night open mic.
Yeah.
I came yesterday.
Yeah.
You did?
That was such a great time.
What'd you think,
That
huh?
was such a great time. I had
Dude.
a blast. What was the guy that hosted it?
Brian Bielansky.
Let's give him a shout out.
Yeah, big shout out to that guy because he brought these super cool, fun songs. Super happy fun time.
Super happy fun
Super
time.
happy fun time. Volume 1, 2, and 3.
Really?
And I enjoyed his music so much, and it introduced me to his music. And on top of that, there was some great talent that got out. That little kid playing the drums.
Cage.
Oh my God.
That's
Blew it
what-
away. Blew
Cage
the show away.
Jandrakovic.
If
blew the show away.
this place stays if we get the amount of time that the school got, we were almost there on launching, really making this Monday night open mic with all ages a thing. It was right on the cusp. it just takes time. You
does.
got
Of
to
course
take
it
time.
does.
The
Like-
word's got to get out.
But I think, yesterday there was a lot of people there.
There was
a good amount of
There
people.
was pretty good.
Was your best turnout so far?
Yeah, definitely.
But-
definitely.
yeah.
So most tables
Since
had
we've been
people at
here,
it.
yes.
Well,
Yeah.
and let's say right now, shout out first and foremost to the Hideout at 452 North Hydraulic. Well, fucking
Yes.
place.
Yes.
We're sitting
Cheers
here
to that.
right
Cheers
now.
to that.
Hey, we
Yes.
got a studio, baby, and hey, we got motherfucking great people that are working with us.
All right, so just to say who we got working with us
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
So I have Kyle West. He won the Kansas Drag Idol, the first episode.
Really?
He's downstairs in the venue rehearsing,
Okay.
practicing. Daniel Scott. Well,
Come on in here.
yeah, Daniel
Yeah.
Scott.
How's it
All
going,
right,
buddy?
all right.
Man, my man.
Thank you.
He's cutting limes.
just wanna eat
Oh
this.
shit! Look at you.
Oh, it
crap.
feels like
Here we
it
go.
feels
Here we
like
go.
it feels. Now see, this
Hey,
this
fun-
is
fun
this is a
side note.
goddamn prepared man. I love a prepared man.
Fun side note: my favorite fruit is lime.
And,
Hey, there you
and,
go.
and he's got a Black Cat J shirt on. Shout out to
Yeah,
Yes.
Black
Shout
Cat,
out-
Black Cat
Shout
Jay.
out to Johnny.
Yo, Johnny is the man.
Nothing
dude. I love that guy.
nothing but love for Johnny.
Yes.
Nothing but
Yeah.
love for Johnny. So
So Daniel has a studio next door. He shoots music videos and
all kinds of
yeah,
cool shit.
all kinds of really
yeah.
cool stuff. So
Can we get-
he's
oh, yeah.
in the building,
So can we give a little bit of a preface to what's coming across the hallway, or can we not talk about it yet?
Yeah, actually we can. We just
Let's
had
give
a
a little
meeting today. So Zach Seckman with Seckman Studios.
Right.
He has developed a curriculum to teach
Check
4
this.
to 7-year-olds music.
Ooh.
Cool.
And
this. I'm very into
this is a program called Little Jammers.
Okay.
And it is used across the country.
It's catching
It's
on,
a
is
curriculum
what we're
that
saying.
is all over the
it's like
country.
a national curriculum.
He created it, and he's moving in these 2 rooms.
So we
across
got it.
the
We
way.
got a guy that has developed something that is working for the youth of learning
America,
music.
really, like all
And he's-
across
and he-
America.
and the
So
guy
I'm
and
bringing
I
my
have
nieces in.
and I exactly I got kids that fall into this age range too, and I've even heard, because I love Aaron, and he's a gossipy bitch, that he's even this guy's even developing more curriculum for online based and Zoom based and all kinds of other stuff. I cannot wait to have this guy in the building. I'm really proud. I'm really proud of the guys that Aaron's bringing into our building.
Yeah, I'm into that.
we aren't taking everyone. We're taking the people that need to be here, the people
Yeah.
that want to work with us on some things.
Yes.
You know,
Right.
Dan here is working with us on a project called BATV, Buffalo Anarchy. Buffalo being a Kansas mascot,
Yes.
and Anarchy
Yeah, yeah.
just being fun.
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
and
Just a cool fucking name all around.
So we have a
Imagine a
road.
bunch of buffaloes just being anarchists.
Yeah,
Just
right?
roaming around,
Yeah.
just like man,
Headbutt each other.
Or they have like that burned
yeah.
upside down A in their
Yeah.
ass, like
Yeah.
for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
cars on the street. No, we're walking here too, bro.
Just
Yeah.
drinking whiskey and smoking.
well.
Yo, I feel like
There's kids in the building, for Christ's sake.
I feel like I'm gonna start breeding buffalo now.
Buffalo Trace, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
Buffalo Trace even.
You got
Listen,
some land.
but
Do
here's
it.
the thing.
But yeah, so we got a Roku channel. We're gonna start pimping
Do you?
out. Yeah, we got a
Shit.
Roku
Yo, I'm
channel that
learning
we're
things
working on.
tonight. I
Well,
know.
see, and the thing is it's going to be not to jump his claim here, but we're going to throw the podcast on there and any content
Yeah.
that we can help that comes out of the studio. Anybody that's got shit that we can throw on that fucking Roku channel, we can't wait.
So our problem, it has never been talent, right? A lot of it's been promotion.
Right.
Most definitely.
And so this is where we're stepping in as Aaron and Austin. This is where we're stepping in as BATV. This is what we're trying to do, guys. This
This
is
is where we're stepping in as
Very
the
cool.
hideout, as the.
I don't know if it's going to be successful. That depends on
This might be a
everybody
goddamn-
else. That doesn't
We-
depend on
right.
me.
We-
All I can do is try for it.
We would love to turn this
And-
whole place into almost a talent agency and just a goddamn.
Well, that's
beacon.
what I'm saying.
saying,
Having
yeah.
like drag kings downstairs.
We're,
playing.
we're trying to do everything
If
for
there's
you.
2 guys in Wichita that can do it, it's these 2 right here.
Most
Thank you.
definitely.
I love
Well,
it.
hey, I
cheers,
appreciate
cheers
that.
to you guys. I mean, look how far you guys have come in the past year.
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thank you
look
for
how
that.
far you've come. Look how much you've actually done for Wichita right now.
I appreciate that.
Especially these, these people who kind of struggle with the social aspect of being in a band. You guys have
There's
put
a lot
them
there.
out there.
Well, I
connected
learned
them with
I
people.
learned that too.
You know,
I learned. I
there's-
was like, okay, like some dudes in a band are super awkward,
Yes.
Yeah.
Most
Me in
yeah.
particular.
They are.
and that's okay. You're not.
I like to
You're
get
not.
kind of close this on
You're in
stage.
Austin, though.
I am in Austin.
You're in
and it
Austin,
gets
so
weird.
that comes with
It's weird
that
every
comes
day.
with a certain thing.
And I love your
Yeah.
weird.
It's in Austin.
I love you weird.
We're Austins, bro. That comes with a certain responsibility.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
I mean,
But I'm
there-
getting better at telling jokes on stage. I'll tell you that much.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Why
Can I tell a joke right now?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna shout out to my friend Zach for giving me this one. What's a DJ's favorite dipping sauce?
Do we have to set it up for you, or you got this?
No, you just
I know.
tell me.
We don't know.
I'm not
guess
going to
the
spoil
genre.
the punchline because I know this.
So
one.
a DJ's favorite dipping sauce is marinara. Isn't that great?
I like
it's
it.
a good one.
Well, the thing is, the joke only works if you do the marinara part good.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you
True.
do a
Yeah.
shitty
True.
marinara,
True.
If it doesn't sound like marinara and also a turntable simultaneously,
yeah, you got to do it good.
Never.
Well, have you guys heard the little kids, the little tiny kids joke that's on Why Are Chickens Funny? Because that little kid nails it. He's carrying a chicken, and and his mom goes, "Tell your joke," and he's literally carrying a chicken. He's like, "Why are chickens funny?" Because and like how you deliver it has how it works, especially those one-liners.
You know what? I used to work at a music and dance academy up in Seattle, and one day I'm sitting there at the front desk, and this little kid comes up to me and goes, "Hey, Mister," yeah, he didn't know my name.
Mr.
He goes,
You.
"Hey, Mister Guy."
You guy.
He goes, "Why did the chicken cross the road?" I'm like, "I don't know, dude. Why?" Get to the idiot's house. Okay. And he goes, "Knock, knock." I'm like, "Who's there?" "The chicken."
Damn, you tied them two together.
Oh,
That's some
like,
well-written shit
I was
there.
like, this
that's
was
some next
great,
level
yeah.
shit.
Well,
That's
to
some next
tie
level
those-
Kids
shit.
going places.
Okay, well, as
that
a
kid
joke,
could actually be a comedian.
Yeah.
well, as a joke writer, as never hearing that joke before.
Wow.
As a joke writer, to take two impossible jokes to make fresh,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
tie them together is brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So
they make
that's
no
brilliant.
sense independently. They make no sense independently.
Well, to take two like knock knock joke and a chicken crossing the road joke and make them relevant is pretty well
It's
written.
genius. It's genius.
It is.
And for a 10-year-old little kid
Yeah.
who was there to,
We had 30. You guys want to take a fucking intermission on this one or no?
I feel like we do a tequila shot and then we do.
Let's do an intermission.
Dan brought us tequila.
Okay.
All right.
For your birthday, I'm guessing.
Hey, banners yet wave, my
All right.
friends.
I mean, I'll take a shot all day.
Hey,
long.
there's 3 things I do. I wave banners, I throw that ball hard, and I take tequila shots.
Yep.
No shit.
Yep.
On God.
On God.
For real, for real.
So after this tequila shot, we're gonna come back and we're gonna get into everything absolute sway. We're gonna get everything. We're gonna everything giant
This is coarse
bananas.
salt, by the way. I
Everyone
didn't know that.
Sway.
Give me that tequila. Huh?
We'll get into actually
wait.
whatever these guys do. I think these guys are musicians. I'm not sure.
Are we?
One of them's a keyboardist.
Wait,
That's all that
what?
matters.
Oh, yeah.
So marginally.
Oh. You come in next year. He's playing
Bad
keyboard.
joke,
Then we
bad
can all
joke,
talk
bad
shit.
joke.
Oh, dude.
I'm
always gonna talk
I'm
jokes.
gonna
If you
teach
ever play a keyboard,
I don't play keyboard.
if
Let's buy him one.
ever-
Let's
if
buy
I
him
even
one.
see you
All right,
sitting
all right.
at one,
I'm with you.
if I even see you
I
sitting
want
at
to
one,
know about it,
For sure.
but I don't.
hey, stay on the bass end
I
and
have
just
a- I
yell
have
at
a
the
thing
keyboard.
there. I
It's
have a
more fun
thing
that
there.
way.
Yeah.
The sad
fun
thing
that
is
way.
he's the best keyboardist ever, and he like joins
Yeah.
these crazy
Oh.
bands, and we're like, what
That's
the
right.
fuck?
That's what I do.
And then his
Yeah.
whole thing has changed, and now he's the one that's like leading the keyboard.
You guys in?
Oh, give me the thing and the thing.
Gimme,
Salt,
gimme,
where's the
gimme,
salt?
gimme.
Where's the salt?
Gimme. Light, don't shine my home.
My name
That's
is
kosher
Mr.
salt.
Guy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's
geez.
pretty coarse.
All right.
You got to break it up a little before you.
I think we should have dipped the
Yeah.
cup in maybe like that way, but we'll just do what we do. Yeah.
No, I'm just drinking
you-
tequila.
Yeah. You got
Yep,
in a
I
Vita.
already
Yeah.
got tequila.
I already got tequila.
Hey,
All right. So
banners yet wave, my friends.
love you guys.
Hey, cheers to
Yes,
a great
yes.
30 minutes of show. Let's fucking
right.
have a break and
Yeah.
come on back to this.
Break's gonna be 30 minutes.
I did that in a weird order. I like the salt last.
How much have you been drinking before we
Odd
got here?
decision.
That's what I want to know.
I honestly, during the shot, I was like, I'm going to do this in a different order this time and see how it goes.
And then you're like, nope.
I actually didn't mind it.
Hey,
really?
Hey,
There's
you ever
order
do-
for a reason, my man.
You ever do the hardcore where you snort the salt, take the tequila, and then squirt the lime in your eyes?
Yes, yeah.
Oh yes.
That's super dramatic.
And that's how we'll
I
end.
haven't.
That's how we're ending the show, bro.
All right. You are. That's how you're ending the show.
All right, let's take 5.
All right. Let's all go to the lobby.
Do you guys watch Netflix
No.
at all?
You've never watched it? Wow.
What?
Like once
I
ever
only-
in your life?
The only thing I watch on
Are we
Netflix is
filming
when
Do
you.
you
yet?
currently have a Netflix subscription?
Yes, I have it. I have a subscription to every single platform that is available.
Have you ever seen the
Pretty much.
Have
I
you
mean,
seen the new
Shudder?
Graham Hancock show?
Apple is the one I don't have.
Do you have Shutter?
No, those
Bro.
two I don't have. Apple and Shutter are probably the only two I don't have.
Listen, there's only
Okay.
one show you ever need
What's
to
Shudder?
watch in your near future.
Horror.
And it's called
fuck
Ancient.
that.
What's it called? Ancient Apocalypse. Graham Hancock.
I don't- I
Oh
don't wanna-
yes, I saw it.
Bro.
I don't,
So
I don't,
good.
I
This
don't want to
is-
shit on, but the horror genre is not my favorite.
That's fine.
We're not talking about that.
I'm
We're
just
talking about
saying
Graham
it
Hancock
exists.
right now.
Okay,
all
sorry.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
me and him were talking about something different. I'm
On
sorry.
Netflix.
Hey,
Let's-
you guys hush for a second.
well, let's
'cause I'm
go-
talking about something super
let's
important.
go-
I'm
let's go-
joining you on this conversation.
Yeah, let's join their
Because
conversation.
Ancient
Yes.
Apocalypse was a badass
So-
show.
As we come back, tell us
and
about
I-
it.
And I think currently this is one of the most important shows in the world right now.
Okay, well, tell us about it.
Dude.
Start over.
Okay,
True.
so I don't know if you're familiar with Graham Hancock.
Graham
He's an
Hancock.
author. He wrote
he's
Chariot of the
British.
Gods.
He sounds familiar.
Yes, he's been on Rogan like 50 times by now.
Yeah, he sounds
No,
familiar.
no, he wrote not Chariots of the Gods. That was
Fingerprints of the Gods.
Fingerprints of the Gods.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah, I do know who
mix
you're
my
talking
books
about.
up
I know
all the time.
exactly who you're talking about.
Sounds
now.
like Ancient Aliens.
I know who exactly who
So
you're talking
instead
about.
of ancient aliens, it's more based on the fact that like there are these ancient civilizations that existed.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
they like
Yeah.
to us.
And him and Randall Carlson have now gone around proving with scientific data and actual empirical evidence
Right.
that this cataclysm has
Yep.
been that actually wiped
yeah,
a lot of these
there's
things out.
there's giant satellite images of these huge,
Yo,
like serious,
Wenatchee-
world-ending events that have
Yes.
reset.
There were
human
likely
beings.
several.
There's,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Yep.
what's
Yeah.
that one that like I can't? I'm going to be real horribly and stupid about it. They just found one that's even an underground thing at like I can't remember the name of
in
it.
Turkey.
Yeah, in
It's
Turkey.
so cool.
In
There's
Turkey,
a whole
that's,
episode on that.
is
Yeah. There's a whole episode on
ridiculously
that.
more intricate than even the pyramids and
Yes.
shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it is
Yes.
deep. It is ridiculous. It is like
There's
so-
a water source.
Yeah,
under
there's a
it
water
and-
source, and there's like 3D images
Nuts.
carved into like the fucking
Yeah.
vertical like
There's air
columns
shafts.
and shit.
It's wild.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
wild.
Like it's
It's amazing.
It's obvious that if you really are paying attention, that there has been multiple civilizations
Yeah.
reset over and over again.
Oh, yeah.
And multiple like high functioning.
And they've
high
they've all went
civilization.
different ways. Like
Yes.
we went the way of the combustion engine. Like others have went the way of other things. Like all of them have so much different. Like you can
Yeah,
tell.
it
Oh, yeah.
could have
Yeah.
all gone many different ways.
Yeah, it's
For sure. For
you-
sure.
Like all of them have got to intellect in certain ways. It's pretty.
Why
fucking
we
trippy.
landed on our current dynamic is random.
So about
Yeah,
to
it's very random.
So
So the coolest thing to me, if you think about like humans as a species, like could you imagine like not living in a city right now? Just like out in the middle of nowhere, just like grabbing food off the ground and like
Right.
hunting
well,
stuff.
yeah. Well, I mean, even people that live out in the sticks still
fantasize
rely
about
on
that.
Right, you may
still
fantasize
rely
about
on
it,
cities.
But think about
For
this,
sure.
like
Most
the human
peop-
species,
unless you're like completely like growing your own agriculture,
Yeah.
which
Most
is very
definitely.
rare.
It'd be
so,
rough.
Yeah,
It'd be
so like the human species is a very like social group.
I think-
and to think that
Most
for
definitely.
like whatever we've been around for 100,000 years, whatever, that we just like
Maybe
no, we don't want to be around other people, and all of a sudden we're just like, no, let's build cities. It's asinine to me. Like
Yeah.
we grew
Yeah.
up as a species wanting to be.
It's
social.
collaborative.
Yes.
It is really a collaborative effort
Where
because
did that change happen?
well, I think that
Okay, so this is a good theory
Okay,
too.
go, go.
That's
So
the
I
thing
love
is
this
where
too.
the change happened.
So I'm very much into the Stone
The
Ape
Stone
theory.
Ape theory. Yeah.
Yes.
well, yeah. Are you talking about where Terrence McKenna says that
Yeah.
we
Yeah, the
jumped
mushrooms. or what-
jumped
Yeah.
our intelligence very far? I mean, that's
Very far, very quickly.
at
What
an
happened?
unprecedented rate.
What happened?
At an
Yeah.
That
well,
it literally grew
well,
the
there's.
human
Do you guys
brain
know all
size.
the other theories that combat the Stone Ape theory? So we go through that the tools, or the hunter gatherer, or the absence of making tools and bow and arrows progressed our thinking, and
Yeah.
so there's.
Yeah.
But to me,
Yeah.
those don't make any sense like the Stone Ape theory really
Right.
does.
Right.
Like,
Sure.
it really doesn't.
I do think like the invention of like being able to keep fire. So if you listen to who's the mushroom guy?
Terrence McKenna?
Terrence McKenna?
Or-
No.
Oh, Paul
Up in
Stamets?
Washington. Yeah, Paul Stamets.
Yeah.
So there's this cool
Oh,
thing
yeah,
he
yeah,
has,
yep,
which
yep.
is this fascinating mushroom that you can kind of open and close, and he has this theory that people used to put fire in it because you used to be able to put embers and it would hold it and keep it burning for a
Yeah.
long
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
And people could walk around with this fire burning.
Right,
A heat source.
A heat
Yeah.
source, and you
Yeah.
could carry this fire around. And I think even that, like the knowledge of having fire, changed us in a way because we started
sure.
being able to like ingest more nutrients. Our brain could grow further.
Well, and again,
I
the
think
fire
that's
is the
two
birth of the
impotents.
combustion engine. So, like,
Yeah,
of
sure,
all the
yeah,
steam
for sure.
engines, of all of the innovation that has come from this round, let's say that
Yeah.
of this round
Yeah.
of human beings,
Yeah.
fire is the basis of almost all of it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
if you talk
for sure.
about how we kill each other, it's all fire. It's all rocket based.
Yep.
It's all igniting a fuel
Everything's
source.
a spark.
It is
The reason I ruined so much underwear.
I mean, it's yeah. I mean, that is this civilization's main pivoting point is fire.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
really.
Well,
is.
well,
You break
sure.
it down.
I'm going to put it to you like this. Like, so I've done a lot of survival courses, like to just go
That's
out,
cool.
just go out and survive in nature. So is 3 C's, right? There's cutlery, containers, and combustion.
Ooh.
You have to have those 3.
You're telling
and
me
if you have
Christianity is
those,
not one of them.
no. It's not 4 C's.
He never
baby.
comes into
It's
play.
3.
I'm shocked.
Yeah. But cutlery, combustion.
Having a knife.
Yeah.
Yes.
You need these couple things to really make it work out.
Fair enough. I agree.
Yeah.
Because with cutlery, you can manipulate your environment a little easier.
Yeah. And
Well,
with
I mean,
containers,
even with a knife, you can help create fire.
Protect
Purify
your own-
water.
I mean, a knife will
Protect
help
your
you
own
create
thing.
fire.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
you
it's
can
really
gather
goddamn-
berries,
Yep.
containers. You know?
Having
big
tools,
deal.
and that is another legitimate way to look at how maybe we did advance. That is the only thing that combats the maybe we just ate a bunch of mushrooms and got smarter. Is maybe we had the opposable thumbs and could make tools, and that's what advanced the way that we thought of very quickly.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there is nothing that accounts for the massive jump in technology.
Or brain size. The biggest part is really the biggest argument in this whole entire thing is this. If from what they can document, the size of skull and the size of brain jumped in a monumental.
And you think we're better now than we were?
Yeah, of course.
That's weird to me.
I couldn't send an email then.
Yeah.
I think we're just
I'm
different.
I'm telling you now, we can't replicate the stonework and
things that they
ink
did.
and.
Well, no.
ruins.
If we're comparing
Most
now, if we're
definitely.
comparing ourselves to the other civilization, that's a whole different thing. Because they
Why
can,
did that technology drop
But you can
out?
turn that coin on its head. They could build these
because
great
of the
structures,
cataclysm.
but they don't have phones and the electricity that we have.
Right.
So, like, you can turn that coin over. Like, we went just a different way. Like,
sure.
we all had to have air, water, a way to get rid of the dirty water,
Steady food.
And yes, like
Yeah.
you had to be able to way to control the fucking masses. All those things are things that happen. But they went the way of building great structures. We went the way of building technology. Like we have went on a different.
Well,
like,
we still build
linear
great
path.
structures, just a different type.
We
build
have
steel
stopped.
structures.
We've stopped really.
But
I mean,
ours
it's not
won't
been
last.
as
Look in New York City.
Yeah,
Those
exactly.
are great structures.
fair enough.
Those are
They're
killer
not going
structures,
to last as long as the
Nope.
pyramids.
Right.
The
Well,
only
but
things
they're
in the
still
United
great
States
structures.
that'll last are like Mount Rushmore and the Hoover Dam.
And Mount Rushmore's
Hoover
falling
Dam.
apart.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
everything.
Mount Rushmore falling apart.
And well, do you guys realize even though here in the most recent, like I think 5 or 6 years, they've realized that Yellowstone is not just an aquifer of water. It is the
called
biggest.
Yeah.
It is one of the biggest volcanoes in the entire
Super
world.
volcano.
It's a
Yeah.
supercell waiting to
Yes.
pop.
If
Oh,
it
yeah.
pops, so goodbye America.
The
yeah.
official geological name is
If
a
it pops,
caldera.
Yeah, a caldera.
we
We're
are
done.
in Kansas. Gone.
Done.
Yeah.
The whole entire America continent, Canada.
There's
to
a 500
Mexico.
mile circle.
The whole entire
around
thing
there
is gone.
that's
We're
just
done.
I got asthma. I'll be out in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
So good luck, guys.
Feel you.
Yo,
Well,
God
dude,
bless
and
you
if
all,
that
and
event
good
is
luck.
if that event happens, I'm running towards that. Why are we running away from it? You want to fucking survive that
Be
event?
like goodbye world.
You want to be with the roaches, like fucking living in a weird thing that you're eating.
Dude,
like
have you ever
bark
seen
to
Joe's
try to win?
apartment? Yeah, I want to be with the roaches. They sing songs, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's a fair
In
point.
harmony.
Scientific
In
fact.
harmony.
Did you
They were
really?
scientific
Did you
facts.
really just drop a Joe's apartment reference?
Give me 3 movies that are better than Joe's apartment besides Pulp Fiction.
Well, I'm just saying.
Idiocracy.
Okay, 1.
That's pretty good.
Memento.
Yeah,
okay,
I like
Memento.
Memento.
Okay, I like
It's
Memento.
backwards.
Yeah.
Movies
Yeah.
that are better than
good.
Joe's
I
apartment.
had to watch it like 3 times.
Yeah, it takes
See?
a minute.
See, you can't
For
do
sure.
another one.
Oh, I
That's
got
it.
a
You only
ton- I
got
got a
2.
ton.
No, you only got 2. That's it.
Dude,
You might be right.
Dazed and Confused is better.
Nah, that's all right.
Come on, that's
That's all right. It's
come on.
funny.
Yeah,
Beautiful
it's-
Mind.
Oh god, that's good.
Oh,
Beautiful
yeah.
Mind was good.
Dude, there's 50 movies that are
touching.
better.
Over Joe's apartment. Come on.
Over Joe's
Singing-
apartment.
singing roaches,
yeah,
bro.
I mean that's more fun for
Fucking
sure.
Kevin
Yeah.
Smith has 3 movies better than Joe's
right.
apartment.
Let's,
Sorry.
Yeah, well,
Okay, this is true.
let's graciously let him out of this.
Yeah.
Yes,
All
thank
let's
you.
Quentin
move on.
Tarantino maybe has every movie that he's made is better than Joe's apartment. The Hateful Eight
Maybe.
is definitely better.
Yo.
Django's better.
The Django.
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 The Wave, bro.
Yo, but
Yeah.
The Hateful Eight, though, that's a fucking excellent movie.
I love
It
it.
was.
I
still
recently
haven't-
rewatched
I-
it,
it's
and
still-
I'm blown away
It's
by it.
brutal.
I still haven't watched that extended version on Netflix.
There's
Have you
it's
seen
about
it?
20 minutes
so
much.
good.
It's 20
Is
minutes
that
more.
better?
So good.
It's worth it. Yeah, there's
Yes.
20 minutes more of good
Yeah.
content.
It's
for sure.
good. It is good.
Yeah. I tell you, he hits home runs for me. Even Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a great.
Yeah, it's
fucking
pretty
movie.
good.
If you like dialogue, you have to like dialogue. That movie hits.
Yeah,
is,
it's all
for me,
talking for sure.
It's just all. It's
Well,
two of the
that's-
greatest actors talking to each other.
Yeah.
That's always Quentin Tarantino's game. Is the,
Not. I
is
mean,
the
he
dialogue.
Well, he's
Yeah,
kind of.
for sure.
I would say
It's
Kevin
all
Smith is
dialogue.
more that way, and Quentin Tarantino does more of like the cinema of cool. He's going to give you like everything cool that you're going to get, then some action and a little bit of everything, but like the dialogue is there. But
Yeah.
like
Quentin Tarantino
yeah, he's
deep
great.
dives the genre. So like
Yeah.
in Django, like you had the great gunfights. You know,
Yeah.
you had the cool Western thing.
You know what? The only thing
actual
missing from the
time
Hateful.
ideological,
Have you guys
know.
watched? You've watched the Hateful Eight, of course.
Of course.
The only thing missing is Christoph Waltz was supposed to play Tim Roth's spot.
Let's not talk about that because I really like that guy.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite actors of all time.
Dude, honestly,
he's fantastic.
From
So
his performance in Inglourious Bastards to his performance in Django,
He's so excellent. in both of
honestly,
those.
do 2 other movies. I don't give a shit. You're
Yeah.
a top tier actor after
I
those
mean,
two.
Christ, the first scene in Inglourious
Is
Bastards
amazing.
Yes.
Oh, Joe.
It's- yeah.
That he doesn't
Oh
take
my
the shot at her,
God.
I love too.
Yeah.
And that you know that he
lets
fucking
her go.
knows. That he
Yeah.
fucking knows the whole fucking time, dude. I
Yeah.
love it. Hey, reach into that pocket of my coat there. It's fucking
Yeah.
and he's
I
got
thought
the
you were talking to
fucking-
me for a second.
I would.
Yeah, right. Like, what coat?
How good would that have been if I had a shoe of yours in a pocket of a coat right there? I don't write that fucking well. I'm not those guys. So after all this goofy shit we come back from break from, we got 2 guys that are apparently in bands. They do. They play some music.
Where?
They do a little.
We
They
might.
do a little jamming.
People
They
play
do.
music around?
They get a little down.
Yeah.
So, what came first, the giant bananas or sway to the absolute size?
So to really go back in this time period here,
Yeah.
Sam and I have
With
known
us.
each other for 20 years now.
Yes.
sorry.
We
Yes.
literally met in middle school.
I apologize to Sam every week for this.
sorry
I
about
send him a
that.
text message that's like a paragraph of all these things that
Well,
I've
and
done
I
wrong.
apologize to getting him into the world of
You little
rock
buffalo.
bands
Yeah.
because that was my fault.
So the only reason I ever started playing bass, I showed up to Sam's house one day with a guitar, and I was like, "Oh, dude, check out this thing I can do." And he's like, "Hey, you know you're just playing bass lines."
How old are you
right?"
at this time? Is you guys young still?
14, 13, 14,
You
13.
guys are in-
13 and 14.
So you guys
something
are
like that, yeah.
middle school, high school friends?
Yeah, we know each
Yeah,
other
we met.
forever at this
We
point.
met in middle school because
Yeah.
we were both in band.
I think we bonded
that
over
is the
System of a
cutest shit
Down.
I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
it's super cute.
like, who
That is
doesn't?
the cutest.
I
shit I've
started
ever
off
seen.
playing snare drum, and
I started
then
playing trumpet.
eventually,
So you guys had definitely.
Yeah.
You guys had a bromance early.
oh,
hard
God.
bromance.
Oh,
Hard bromance.
God.
We've been
Don't get
divorced
me
like 5
started.
times at this
That's
point.
fine, that's
Yeah, we
Things
just
get
keep
weird.
getting back together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly
That's how
'cause,
you know it's real.
Yep.
That's how you know it's real.
It'll last, you know.
Because Sam, a good looking dude.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we're Austins. I mean, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, don't introduce more Austins to the world. That's
No, I mean, well, not in the same room.
We've
yeah.
got a
2 is
lot.
plenty.
Well,
2 is plenty.
I made an Austin. So my dad's an Austin.
Good Lord.
I'm actually my dad's the 3rd. I'm the 4th. My son's the 5th.
You're an
Sir,
ongoing Austin.
You're contributing to the problem.
We have
I
a
hope you know that.
legacy. of
yeah, a
Austins.
legacy
cheers
of
to that.
Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm making fucking problems, bro.
Can't reach across the table.
So you guys get together. So do you guys? Is
So-
Absolute Sway your first project?
No,
Oh,
first project we
no.
had was The Inconvenience.
Yeah, we had a band called The Inconvenience, which is like, it was a pun. So it's not spelled like inconvenience. It
was spelled inconveniently.
Like multiple things of inconvenient.
You know, it's
So it
So
was-
no one can find you
So
on
is
Google.
it- yeah.
it's the
You can
plural
find us on
of
Bandcamp.
inconvenient.
Yeah, if you Google search the word inconvenience and you spell it correctly, you're not going to find
Like,
us.
yeah. That's what
Don't
I'm
spell it
saying.
correctly.
Inconvenient
I don't know if I would
S.
spell correctly.
dot bandcamp.com, I think
Yeah.
is what it
We'll
is.
post that link.
All of our
Yeah, sure.
albums are still up on the internet for free from that band.
Really,
We made 4 albums.
ABC, Batman symbol.
Penguin.
dude, I know the Batman symbol. pretty
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
Yeah.
Eggplant, fire sign.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You got
Winky
it.
face. Eh.
No.
Thumbs
So-
up. Yeah.
So yeah, we made four albums in
Yep.
high school with that band.
Really?
We started
did.
another band called Psychedelicious.
Nice.
We made 2 albums of that in high
Yeah,
school.
that-
Psychedelicious. I like
So you
that.
have
Yeah,
six.
he
you have
was
s-
the okay.
So you
So
have
also
6
That's a great
albums
name.
here
before
we
you
have
great
to
name.
set up
In high school,
something
in
that,
high school.
that just to put perspective to what
I
we're
like that
doing
name.
now. Yeah, it was a good band name. But so in both so in Inconvenience, I was the guitar player
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay.
and he was the bass player.
Of course.
Bussin'.
And
Who was
then
Killing
singing?
it.
Who
in
was singing?
Psychedelicious, he was the bass player and I was the
Deadass.
guitar player.
Who sang in these bands?
Mostly him.
Mostly me.
You just said the
Yeah.
same thing.
No, they were. What he wanted to say is they were opposite.
Okay.
I had a fear
Yes.
of microphones too, so.
So he drummed in Psychedelicious, not in bass.
Now it's
but
getting
I
crazy.
still
Now
play
I can't
guitar.
follow it. No,
That's gonna get
So
crazier.
I've
Just
always
wait.
been a
Just
guitar
wait.
player. So the fact that I'm a keyboard player now is pretty wild, and the fact that he's a guitar player now.
I feel like
is
you should
pretty
get a
wild.
guitar.
I like you on keys, man.
Thanks,
Me
man.
too. This is why I asked him to do it. I knew.
I would
had a
arguably
sixth
say I'm
sense
a
about
better
it.
guitar player, but that's fine.
Are you better than Austin at guitar?
Yes.
I could
You
prove
say
it.
that?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I could prove it.
Yeah.
So
One of
when
these
I'll say
times.
yes to yeah. He's
so
absolutely
okay,
better.
so you
Yeah,
have
for
okay,
sure.
so let's rewind a little bit.
I'm not even gonna
I'm
argue
fine
it.
on good on keys.
We
but
got 6 albums between 2 bands
In 4
during the
years.
time while we're in
Well,
high
we
school.
also made
Are these all original content?
yeah
Yeah.
all original songs. 20,
Nice.
usually
So-
about
sure.
20
So
songs
per
an
album, what is your average track list on 10 songs?
18 to 20.
18 to 20. We
per
made
album?
crazy
Per album,
shit.
Yeah.
18, 20?
Yeah.
We
No,
So
dude,
900
no.
we
songs.
tried
That's a
to
lot.
we tried to fill up the entire CD.
We would start to
were
like we
assholes.
we cram songs
Holy
onto a
shit,
CD.
that's a lot.
We cram songs onto a CD.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
we made sure
Don't-
it was absolutely full.
We were like, how much can you
Holy
fit?
fuck.
Okay, we'll do that much.
we're gonna do
And
absolutely
every
that much
song
music.
had original lyrics and
All right,
content.
all right.
Yeah.
So you guys like
Lyrics.
120 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
That seems
Oh
aggressive.
my God.
That seems
That's a
aggressive.
lot.
Have you got okay?
This
so,
is all we did in high school.
so
we just
quick-
want to have fun.
That's all we did.
Yeah.
So quick, like
Played every day.
so quick in between.
I want these records.
This band, when you guys are
They're
young,
cool.
that wrote a lot of content, and the band that you have now, have you went
So-
back to take any
so
of that
there's
content? Went
there's
back to get any of that
no,
content?
we haven't gone back to inconvenience.
Like
though. We
pilfer
kind of,
it?
So
You know what I mean? Like pilfer some of it and
We've
make some
just
songs out of it?
kept going
No,
and
we've
done
we've
different
gone,
projects.
We've gone totally different ways since then.
You
Just
should
way
revisit.
different
So-
projects.
The
You
thing
should
to
totally
understand
revisit.
about inconvenience,
Well, it just seems
is
like
that
such a lot of content.
Inconvenience, it originated as like a punk band.
Okay.
So like the first CD's worth of material is punk for sure.
So those are usually quick songs.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
Then, and
Yeah.
then I
Yeah.
learned a Chili Peppers album. I'm like, let's play funk, dude.
Yeah,
Fucking
and then
hate
we
Chili
started
Peppers.
playing.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But we
I didn't say that. Did I say that out loud?
these days I'm more a bungle guy. But
Bungle? Yeah.
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 Now I'm in. Now I'm
Bungle's
in.
awesome.
Yeah.
You know that
Yes. For
sure.
Anthony
What?
Kiedis.
Okay,
all right,
explain. Explain.
All right, so
Mr. Bungle.
Anthony Kiedis saw Mr. Bungle,
And he was
and,
like,
and it
Mike
changed his
Patton
life.
stole my shit.
No,
Yeah.
What was the-
he formed everything he did after Mike Patton. That's what I feel happened.
And then the whole debacle
I mean, it
over
definitely feels-
Californication.
Well, if me and you both do a thing and I do it better and make some
yeah,
more
well,
records,
Californication
I'm
and
just saying.
California
I'm just saying. Mike
in the
Patton
same
came
year.
fucking first.
yes.
I'd say,
Mike Patton came first.
regardless of what happened,
Anthony
he was
Kiedis-
always better.
Yeah.
Yeah, every fucking time.
well, maybe
every
Anthony
time.
Kiedis was better.
Faith
at
Mike
No
Patton
More.
came first.
Well, maybe he was better at putting better
Faith-
people
fucking-
around him.
Kiedis was better at being a showman for the crowd.
Well, and putting
Yeah.
great musicians.
He was
But
more
Patton
crowd
is
Yeah.
Patton has like an
And
insane
he put great
range
musicians around him.
and-
Everybody that played with Red Hot Chili Peppers were great fucking
John
musicians.
Frusciante.
And even the guy that looks like goddamn Will Ferrell is an amazing drummer, and so was
He's
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
but John
Flea-
Frusciante
Flea's
is
amazing.
But
Yeah.
Flea's, he's cool.
Okay, but Frusciante, understand that me and Austin love John Frusciante. Some
do
people
too. I
don't
do too.
like
I do
John
too.
Frusciante, but
His
like,
solo album was shit.
Well, now you just said you
Oh,
hated the
shit.
Red Hot
Whoa,
Chili Peppers.
okay.
So what do we? I don't know what to
Okay.
believe.
Now I'm going to get upset for a
yeah,
second.
here's
no,
where
because
we
listen,
we
His
hard
album,
disagree.
his total.
But are you talking about
no.
his very first thing?
Non-geladas and usually just T-shirt.
Yeah, that one.
Garbage. I'll agree. But
It's fine. It,
you-
it is what it is.
when you
It's
go
a
to the
fucking guy on
Empyrean-
heroin wailing. The Empyrean.
Whoa, dude. Whoa,
Shadows
dude.
collide with people.
Whoa, dude.
Okay.
High five.
The
You,
Will
you
to
guys,
God.
you guys are
The Will
further
to
than I.
Death.
DCEP.
You guys are further than I've
DCEP.
delved in.
Yeah.
Because I saw that first thing from him,
Yeah.
Yeah,
as a
Neon
total shit
Drilla
show.
Des,
Yeah.
and usually just a
and I
Hey,
didn't really want to hear anything.
here's the
Again,
thing.
he was.
So
he was
here's
This thing,
real
I don't,
high.
I don't
If he
dip my toe. I
progressed-
jump in head first, you know?
If he progressed after that, that's awesome.
He's
Yes.
awesome.
Dude,
I
he
wanna hear
became
that.
an insanely
I wanna
good
hear that.
songwriter and singer and good. I mean, he just his solo records.
I
some of
remember
them
when
are
his
so
heroin
good.
got all in the
but
way.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
but,
yeah.
And it
but
was
to be fair,
horrible. It was
do you
horrible.
understand that he got incredible? And then there is a point where he starts being shit again.
Yes.
And it's really depressing. But it happened.
Yeah.
But there's this window of time between what's the first good one?
to record only
To
water
record
for 10
only
days.
water for 10 days is the first one that's like excellent. And then all the way through the Empyrean. All the way through there.
Sorry, I
Great.
had a moment there.
Great.
So he needs new shorts.
He was real
Yes,
good.
actually, I brought a pair, so don't.
That's good.
Next intermission will.
That's a good idea.
Anything you tell me I should check out, I'll check out.
Yeah.
But like John Frusciante lost me at his solo
Dude,
record.
hey, go
Just
go
the
to
first
Shadows.
one?
Start
Forget
with
that
Shadows.
shit.
Collide
No, it
with
was
People.
horrible. It was
Yeah.
it was absolutely
Shadows
horrible.
collide with people.
That's the one to
Okay.
start with.
Start there, go
Just send them
forward.
We all have to evolve as artists.
Yeah,
For
right?
sure.
I mean, we all have to kind of like
Yeah.
find our way.
But that was him
Yeah.
fucking with a fucking reel-to-reel 4-track on heroin, and that's its own
And that,
thing.
yeah, and that should be left
So
alone.
it
No one
probably
listens
was
to that.
never going to
And
be
you
good.
have to
It was never
understand that
gonna
at
be
the
good.
same time he was making
Sometimes
that,
you
he
lose
was
yourself for a
recording
few
Blood
weeks on
Sugar
heroin.
Sex Magic. So like you have to understand
One
that
of my
like
one of my
with Rick
favorite
Rubin.
records.
yeah,
Like,
one of
I
the
love
best
that.
things
Yeah,
he ever
I love
did
that.
Top 10
happened at the
top
same
10
time as the
record.
worst thing he
Yeah.
ever did.
Top
So
10
I mean,
record.
put that in perspective, you know.
Weird, right?
Yeah,
Weird,
that heroin will do that to you.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean,
Yeah, so almost in the same vein, like in high school, we were recording 2 different bands at the same time. I think we did an
Yeah.
acoustic.
you kind of always.
album.
This has kind of always been your guys'
We
gig.
were about to go into
We just wanted to play music and
But,
write it.
yeah.
and-
Well, it's always been what I've seen. What you're telling me about how you guys have started and what I see from you guys now. It's like you guys actually have a couple of different music interests. So it's kind of
Yeah,
cool that you have.
of
Some,
course. Yeah.
You guys have some bands that do some different shit.
right,
Like
Yeah.
you can't box all your talent in one band.
I like that.
Because it
Please
doesn't work
don't.
that
There's
way.
no
It doesn't
point.
work that
There's
way.
no
Yeah,
point.
well, I would say that if
as a
you love
creative
something else,
individual.
why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think there's a
Yeah.
lot of people that forget about
Yeah,
that. A
like
little
Sam here is an amazing artist with pen drawings.
Do you write?
All
No,
of
he
those
draws.
stickers, all the sway
Yeah.
stickers, he hand drew.
Nice.
Those
Yeah.
are all hand drawn by Sam.
It's like
I
our,
put a bunch of them up around.
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
The circle ones, the big long ones, the new.
Yeah.
We have an album promotion sticker. All that's done
Yeah.
by
My
Sam
news
by
to
hand.
this week. So-
yeah, that's like
by
the
hand.
pop art version of our album cover that
Yeah.
of the album we're working on.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Which is called Grab the Triangle.
Yep.
Shameless
It
self-promotion
sure
here.
is.
Grab the fucking
Go ahead.
triangle. Grab the fucking triangle on this bad boy.
Yes.
Is this the first release from Absolute Sway?
It will be.
It
Yes.
will be, yes.
When is that coming out? Tomorrow?
It will come out.
Actually,
mean,
it
not
comes
tomorrow,
out. It comes out
definitely.
next Thursday with the release of this podcast. You heard it here first. They got it ready to.
I mean, I'm not gonna co-sign that one.
I thought it was ready. I thought we talked about this.
It will come out.
It will come out, but not
Next
then.
Thursday. This way-
It will come out.
I thought this was what they said.
How about
when
we
they-
put a 30-second snippet on the internet
Yep.
of
Yeah,
a thing
we'll
we
be
have
like,
done?
Okay, so
Wow! Listen to this.
All fucking
little
all
snippet.
All fucking jokes aside.
I'll do it. We'll
John's
do it.
trying
We'll
to
send
come
a
back.
30-second snippet,
John,
Yeah.
save
but
us.
it's going to be nowhere near a completed thing because
Well, it's just
It'll be
all
a
jokes
recording
aside.
that literally won't be on the album because we're gonna re-record the songs we've already.
we're cruel to ourselves like that.
So I will say to you that I think is a cool thing, and you don't have to do it like this next Thursday, but all jokes aside, what a couple other bands have been doing is this like week release of a track leading
Yeah.
up to the full album release is kind of a cool thing.
So
Sure.
here's the thing about the way Sam and I record. We typically
don't?
Well, we do. We record a lot and overly frequently. But the way this album is set up, we would rather you hear it as
As
the
an
complete
album.
from front to start.
That
Okay.
is just
Because
what
if
we
it's
do.
an experience, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I won't say it's a concept album, but there is a process of movement through the album that I think is crucial to
I think that
understanding.
the sequencing of it is kind of set up to be like,
So
even though it's not fully a like an actual story.
It's the story
Yeah.
of feeling.
Think of it
Well,
as
I
like
still think you can do the same thing if you release it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
thematically think of it as the hero's journey.
Yeah.
do you think that that's viable in today's market?
No, I don't care about today's
No,
market.
fuck them.
But do you
Fuck
Why would it? Like,
Well,
here's my big
Who
thing.
cares?
yeah,
Well, first
yeah,
of
I
all,
know.
do it for you.
Okay,
First of
that's
all, do
my-
it for
Okay,
you.
so
First of
like,
all, we're doing
Queen's
this for
For
Rock-
us, it's art.
Okay.
The reason
that
I'm
we're
the reason I'm
making,
sitting
you
here
know?
right now is we're doing it for us. So
Hey,
first of all,
yes,
do it for
exactly.
you.
So
Yeah,
let me-
I understand. I understand.
Let me throw this out there.
Okay, go.
Music for me has always been an adventure, and it's also been a way to like document my human story throughout my life. So we
Yeah, it's
started,
almost like our autobiography.
Is it a way
is
to
our
is a way to put it in the
records.
books?
Okay.
yeah. So like we have a thing called regrow music, which is half of Reese, half of Groom.
Yeah,
Regrow.
REG.
So is this another project?
Well, this is a thing
This is
we've
our-
had forever.
It's
This
more or
is-
less our independent record label we've been making records on since high school.
Yeah, and it's our collective.
Creative projects.
Yeah. So it's just our thing together. It's
Yeah.
regrow music. Anything we've been a part of. So we also had another band called Electric Grove, which was when I was in just out of college.
Just out of
Just out of college. So I was just moved back here from France or something, and we started I wouldn't call it a jam band
I can't
necessarily,
believe you
but more.
glossed over France like that.
Yeah, France was awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
I lived in
this
France
guy,
twice, bro. I
The
lived in
food
France
was
twice.
good.
I was
No,
here. He was
on
going
God.
doing things.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever had a band separate of each other?
Many times.
Yeah,
Hundreds of times.
for sure.
Thousands.
I was in a band.
I don't know.
Before,
I can't count very good, so numbers
before
make no
I
sense.
joined,
I could tell. It
No,
went-
but
it was
in
such.
that-
It was so. It was so
I was
erratic
in
counting.
another band
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a band with
Yeah.
my sister called Gracie Law.
Yo, that
which
album?
was. Yeah,
So you
it's
guys
pretty
ever?
good. That's on
so is all
Bandcamp,
of these
too.
albums under your guys' whatever you just said thing, so we could like
I
access?
mean,
all this
they're
shit?
all on Bandcamp. I mean, there's a Gracie Law band.
I think Regrow Music is specific to when we're in bands together.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
well,
I feel like you guys have a ton of
yeah.
content. Like you
It
should
might actually say that
compile.
on the Gracie Law one, but
Yeah, we
was
have a
just-
stupid amount of content.
But
But you know, I also went and played with one of those cover bands around town for a while, and then I
Yeah,
went
he
and
was
toured
in-
with a
yeah.
band.
And then apparently was in France illegally.
No. I came back to the States at this point.
well, and he was in Seattle and
Yeah.
a bunch of places.
In fact,
Lawrence.
Aaron is the one that pushed me into touring with this band. He's like, "No, dude, you got to go do this. You have to learn. You have
What
to,
was
you
this
got to
band?
harness."
Well, tell us about it.
So it was the Aaron Woods band, and we have
Yep.
stuff
Oh, yeah. I know
on.
Aaron
Yeah.
Woods.
So, we have stuff on the YouTube Vivo or whatever they call it, and
The interwebs.
the interwebs.
The
yeah, you can
interwebs.
see me.
VEVO,
so
where you
can-
make music videos.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. And you
Well,
can.
they were bought by YouTube.
Right.
Yeah.
They were like the last.
right.
They were like
Yeah.
what MTV was not doing.
Yeah,
Basically.
Right. But
I mean, that's what Vivo was like. They were like, here's a
sure.
platform for music videos.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't care who you are to this day. Me personally, I still like music videos.
For sure.
So I like that there's a
Love
platform.
them,
I like
yeah.
that there's a platform for it.
Yeah, it's its own art.
Well,
form.
you're paying some people. Like
Yeah.
we can tell a story. We get to tell
Right.
about your cool song that you fucking wrote. We get to pay videographers. We get
Yeah,
to pay
it's like
directors.
a
Like, it's,
filmmaker and,
Yeah,
and
like
a
it's a fucking
musician
cool-
making
fact,
art
that-
together. and-
That music video was the impetus for me leaving the Aaron Woods band because we were in.
It just didn't go well, or
we
what?
were in Medicine Lodge, Kansas, in the end of
Yeah, the
November,
thriving metropolis of
and we were
Medicine Lodge.
getting sprayed with fucking water. Pardon my language. Getting sprayed with water.
damn, Ben's mom's not going to watch this.
I
one.
was. Oh man, I was so mad.
Sorry, Ben's
I was
mom.
So mad.
Sorry.
But you know what? It was an experience. I gotta do the thing. But ultimately, I had to leave Aaron Woods band because it was.
because
Were
of the
you,
water.
were you there with Tyler Jimenez?
Yeah, dude, Smiley, bro.
Smiling
I love
Tyler
Smiley so
Jimenez.
much. I love
Yeah.
Smiley so much,
Love
dude.
him.
These two know random people.
Yes.
No, not random people.
Well, I mean,
Drummers
good,
that
good
are
people,
in these
random
bands.
Sounds
good
like
people.
a specific person.
Smiley's fucking
Well, we're all
awesome. Shout
random
out to
people.
Smiley.
That's
You made it.
kinda
Smiling
true.
Tyler Jimenez.
I'll take
We're
random.
all
You guys-
random to
you guys-
somebody.
You guys all took random negatively. Like you guys are all random fucks yourself. Get
Yeah,
over it.
I mean,
You're
I'm a
right.
random dude for
You're
sure.
right.
I'm a random dude. Get
Come
over it.
on. I'm random.
Yeah, go
Whatever.
3 states away. No one gives a fuck.
On God.
All right.
We're all
So-
random fucks.
So we're about to wrap
Yeah.
up. I would like us to.
Well,
Tell-
first of all,
tell me
how
how
old
we
are you
can-
today?
34.
Yeah.
You should-
Motherfucking
Same
what a
age as
handsome son
me.
of a bitch.
It's a good age.
It's the
34?
same,
Are you
isn't
kidding?
34.
Yeah, and you guys after this show, he's boofing both of these cupcakes. He's gonna sit on these.
Damn
bitches.
right.
Deadass.
If you want the extra explicit content, tune in. It's going to cost you
It's on
$17.75.
your
Yeah,
I do have an
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So
Austin
also
and
tune into my
Aaron
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
We're gonna put our feet in his butt with the cupcakes
Oh,
afterwards.
yes. Dude, I've been waiting my
Kick him
whole
in
life
there.
to hear
Kick it
this.
in there.
I've been waiting my whole life to hear this.
Austin, I'll put your OnlyFans in the description.
Yeah, I will.
There you
Thank
go,
God.
there you go.
Needs
I
the
mean,
promotion.
I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Bussin'.
All right. So, but yeah, how do we find Absolute Sway?
Well,
And
right
are you
now,
guys-
So we have a Facebook page.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm so garbage at Facebook. Like, just come out and see. So June 2nd is our next show at
that's
Kirby's.
right. Bird Kirby's.
Come out and talk to us because I'm garbage at
We'll
social
give you
media.
some stickers.
They give you stickers.
I will give you
Sticker.
stickers.
It'll be crazy.
So, do you guys plan as No Banana 2 at all now?
No,
or no?
no banana is kind of still a thing. I don't. We're there's moving parts and
We'll see what
There's a lot of
happens.
talking.
There's a lot of banana measuring.
There's a lot of
going
banana
on.
measurements.
We're measuring
yeah.
every day.
But I'm
Sometimes you gotta-
also playing bass in the
I have a
Localites.
strong 4 inches.
Oh,
Oh,
I mean that's the opposite of an elephant.
That's a flaccid one for him too. He brings the heat. I don't walk into a weird room.
It's 4
sometimes.
inches long, but
Yeah?
it's 8 inches around. It's like I'm hung like a tuna
what that's
can.
like.
It's a lot like a tomato can.
I'm hung like a tuna can. It's like a
not a tuna can,
can.
tomato can.
it's in a
tomato
large
can.
tuna can.
it's
More like
pretty
Chicken
a
of the
more like
sea.
a can of pop.
I'm gonna start calling you chicken. Yeah.
He's more like a soda. He's like a soda.
Yeah.
like a
he's soda.
canned ham.
He's soda dicking. He's
Cool.
soda dicking.
It's really awkward.
So listen, this is awkward as possible.
Yeah.
Everybody pull your nuts out and put them on the table.
Let's go.
Don't threaten me
This
with
is
a
a
good
very
time.
lovely chair.
Edit.
Oh, and now,
then-
now there's a
and then
nut. There's a
unedit.
weirdly nut-shaped dent in the
Unedit.
cupcakes. How did somebody pull that off?
Yo,
I
listen.
don't know, man.
Look,
I
if
didn't even
there's-
see it get
How
open.
to
Hey, listen, if
explain
there's
it.
3 things I love in this world, it's waving banners, throwing that ball real hard, and cupcakes.
Yep. He
Happy
loves them.
birthday, my man.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
check out
Love you.
check out Absolute Sway everywhere and get down with the Aaron Austin show all the time, motherfuckers. Let's wrap this bitch. Yeah. Cowboy in. Let's go. Southpaw Keyboardists Unite. I wish John would edit John out of this show.